She can be a little lazy sometimes. There's a couple times where I have to be like, we're going for a ride.
In the beginning, I was pretty nervous, kind of like feeling out the vibes and everything, but I feel like I got along pretty good. So,
because I remember my first year junior, I was like scared every single race.
It was pretty intimidating because I had also hadn't traveled internationally without my parents.
Oh, no way.
So that was a big one.
Let's call it downtime. It's pretty rad.
Did you mean to say that, or?
I like what you've done there, Gabe.
I actually didn't, but see, what a great name for a podcast.
He's a great helmet cleaner too. Whenever I don't want to do it, he's really good at it.
Does he polish your helmet as well, Troy? All right, I'm joined by Troy Brosnan, Aletha Ostgaard, and Gabe Fox. Gabe and Troy, you're old hands at this, but Aletha, first time on the Downtime podcast. Welcome, how's things?
Great, you?
Yeah, good, thank you. It's nice to be here and be inside the pits, and keen to hear your story and how you're settling into the team. So just give us the backstory on like how you ended up signing for Canyon Collective.
I got a Stevie Smith award a while ago in Whistler, and that's how I met Gabe.
Okay.
And he kind of just lingered around a bit. And then...
He does that.
Yeah. And then I was like coming into my first junior year, and I was like, hey, I probably need to start getting to a team. And Gaber started being like, hey, we really want to try and get you on the team. So then Gaber came around, and then it's been kind of simple since.
Okay.
Yeah, like Aletha was at the Crankworks in Whistler, obviously. And she was winning everything as a young Grom, and her times are stacking up real well compared to the top, and was kind of on the radar. It's like kind of a good little proving ground there, and a well-deserved award that she won 3 years ago was about that
two or 3
years ago, and that was sort of the intro, and that's how it started. It was literally that simple.
Go on, sorry.
He gave me a frame, and then we built it up, and he gave me like a Canyon bike to try because I'd never been on a Canyon. Okay. I'd only been on like a trek and a transition, so it was nice. Yeah,
sweet. What is it you're looking for? Like, obviously the results were there, but are you looking for more than that in a rider? Is personality important and fit with the team?
Yeah, it's first and foremost, it's like the drive to want to ride their bike and have fun with it. But it's also the person wanting to make it a career, so to speak, right?
Okay.
Like that's hungry to be part of it. Obviously, the person needs to be personable and fit within a group, and there's plenty of riders out there that are extremely talented, but are just never going to fit within a team environment.
Yeah, fair. Aletha, what was your first experience with the team then? When did you finally get together and get to hang out with this crew for the first time?
I did like a preseason one with just Luca at Windrock, Tennessee. But the first one was Portugal.
Okay.
They sent us out, and we were riding there. Actually, that was like when I first started getting my bike dialed into. I'd just gotten onto the prototype. Now it's finally out, the new sender, and that was like my main one. So that was...
What was your impression of it all? Like, first time with all these people must have been kind of intimidating in a way.
It was pretty intimidating because I had also hadn't traveled internationally without my parents.
Oh, no way.
So that was a big one. But it was pretty easy. Gaber just texted me when I was at the airport and picked me up, and it was simple. In the beginning, I was pretty nervous, kind of like feeling out the vibes and everything, but I feel like I got along pretty good, so...
What do you remember from that first meeting, Troy? Like, the team had been pretty stable for a couple of years, and then quite a big change this year, and part of that was Aletha coming into the pits.
Yeah, I mean, it was a big change. We had Aletha and obviously Marin, so two, high class, riders in their respected fields or age groups, I guess, come on the team. But it was pretty easy. Ali's like pretty easygoing. Fits in well, was just happy to ride her bike, and it was a bad time to test, let's put it that way. In Portugal, it was like 5 degrees, there was like ice on the ground, like it was so cold that you couldn't even feel your hands or feet, and she was just happy to ride and try and get some testing out of it. So yeah, it's kind of like, it's a good thing for me being a bit older and like having done it so many times and testing and all this stuff, to have someone a bit younger come in that's like excited and happy and just loves riding their bike like bring some energy like that into it, I think that that really helps. And it made a very cold weekend a little bit more fun with some new people.
Oh, that's good to hear, man.
Yeah.
That is good to hear. And after that, you went on to Windrock for SRAM testing and the Windrock National, and you ingratiated yourself in the team by smoking Marin by over 4 seconds. Like, how do you?
Those are fighting words there.
Yeah.
He's not scared to say it.
No, he's not.
How does that go down? Like, you're the junior in the team, and you've had a result like that, and okay, it's not a World Cup, but like, you're head to head, and Marin's got a lot of experience. Does that make things uncomfortable, or is it kind of cool? How do you deal with it?
I do have to state it was my home mountain. That
true.
plays a big part.
Okay.
I know so many athletes that have struggled in certain areas, and then they go to their home court and they just smoke everyone. So I will give the grace there.
Well, let's say also she smoked Miriam. She smoked a lot. Let's not throw Cabaru under the bus.
There was a lot of girls that won World Cups there.
For sure. Yeah.
It felt really good, especially even at my home mountain. It felt good to be like, hey, I'm up to pace, which is nice coming into the season of my first junior year.
Yeah.
But if I'm being honest, it was nice to just have them, like the team, at a race that wasn't as serious.
Okay.
So I could get used to like how the dynamic of it all went. Like having Troy helping me with line choices, and like Fab on course always feeding me when the lines are changing was such a big change that I really, really appreciate. So that was a big one.
Yeah, help towards the victory then.
Yeah, 100%.
Cool. And still good vibes in the team afterwards. You managed to get beyond that.
I think they were pretty stoked with me because that was like the first race that I'd done on the team that I did actually really good. So they were pretty pumped.
And you won a huge axe.
Yeah, dude, that thing was sick.
What's not to like, eh?
I was so stoked. I did not have to take that home because obviously it was home.
Yeah, so you guys, like your family has a place super close, right?
Yeah, like 5 minutes from the bike park.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Cool. So Gabe, as like the man in charge of the pit here, what can you do to help a new rider feel part of the team quickly and feel comfortable?
He's a big water boy. Gotta state that. Big water boy.
Yeah. I have to be a big water boy for someone that doesn't drink water. So no, I think it's really just communicating and finding out what their needs are. And I think it's a lot of like offering and suggesting stuff, you know. Sometimes people don't realize they need or want something, and it's like throwing it on, hey, like, you know, they're between the Q1, Q2 practice. Well, obviously not for juniors, it's just throwing it on the table. Hey, do you need a quick snack? Do you need this? Do you need that? Hey, you know, and there's sort of that stuff. And also, you know, reminding people of when you have to do things, if you know what I mean. Like it's when you have to do things, like, hey, what time are we going up here? What's your game plan? You know, allowing them to really just focus on getting up the hill and riding, and being relaxed and getting in the correct mindset, I guess, is the simplest way, right?
Yeah.
We have a great staff though in all aspects, right? It's not just, you know, and a lot of my part is coordinating a lot of the other staff as well, right? Just like, hey, Gantz, you packed the bag already, you know, like all those simple tasks.
Yeah. He's a great helmet cleaner too. Whenever I don't want to do it, he's really good at it.
Does he polish your helmet as well, Troy?
Yeah, he loves it. The amount of times he asks me, like, Troy, do I need to do anything for you, like, throughout a race weekend, I honestly lose count. But yeah, any time, any free time that he has to just sit still and do nothing, he asks you if he can do something. So it's awesome to have.
That's perfect to have.
Yeah.
And what about from your perspective, Troy? Like, you've got heaps of experience on the World Cup circuit. Are you able to help Aletha, and do you see that as part of your role in the team as one of the like more experienced riders these days?
Yeah, I think so. I want to think so, that I can give her some guidance on, you know, whether it's what you do, like maybe not heaps on track because she's on different times than I am, maybe with lines here and there a little bit, but even like before the weekend starts, you know, with a little bit of weight training or some efforts or something, like just little things like that could get missed, you know, like and to help her with our trainer. We have the same trainer that can kind of guide us in that way. I think those little behind the scenes things that aren't so much, you know, with riding, it can actually help to just have a bit of like a schedule throughout the weekend, and then once you start repeating that over and over, it becomes normal, and then World Cups don't really become scary anymore. Because I remember my first year junior, I was like scared every single race, you know, it's just a big thing. Like you grow up seeing World Cups and World Cup races and stuff, and then next minute you're there. It's a lot to take. So it's, I think there's some things that I can hopefully help with. I don't know. What do you think?
I would say so.
I think that Aletha's a really mature person and a rider, and I think that in Troy's role, he can really lead by example. Like if Troy's doing something, Aletha's looks and can visualize and see what's happening and go, hey, maybe I should do this. Even though she has a great routine and a great structure herself, she can look to Troy and many of the other guys and girls and say, hey, and make her own decision on what's going to benefit her. I think that's,
I would agree with that. I think the main one that's nice is like the intervals and going out for rides. Like when I usually wouldn't be as motivated because I'm by myself, having someone that wants to go do it with me. And then especially like yesterday, we were riding e-bikes and just following them down like a lomer kind of trail, just having fun, just makes it worth it. Like in my mind, it's like, okay, I got this guy that's guiding me, making it a lot easier and not as scary. Yeah, for sure.
There was a moment that stands out from the Windrock, like the launch of the bike that we did with you guys. We got the chance to ride one day, and I think Troy was following you down a trail, and you like had a gnarly crash, and you came off the hill like, I nearly just died. It was so much fun. Like it must be cool for you to have these guys like ride with you, ride behind you, ride in front of you, and like push you. And do you feel like you're gaining speed from hanging out with this lot?
I have to say I didn't crash, but it was the closest you could ever have gotten.
It almost would have been better if you crashed. Like, it almost was that bad of a non-crash that crashing would have been better. Yeah.
It was insane. But the run, he was like insiding me on corners and almost taking me out. So it was like I was always on edge while riding, which I was laughing the whole run, which was making me 10 times sketchier riding. But yeah, no, it definitely helps, like just following him and seeing his technique, like him doing my favorite is when he does like the front wheel, he puts his front wheel up and like drifts sideways. It's so cool to watch. I try to do it and I just skid my back wheel a little bit, but
time.
I think that really defines like the camaraderie, like what Aletha talks about there as a group. Like the guys and girls get along so well together, whether they're like socializing and chatting outside the race or not. When they actually get together and they do a riding, and this team's been like that for several years. With Dante was part of the program in the past, they went to wherever it was, Pila or whatever, and the videos and the content that came out of there just organically is crazy. And that's kind of like, it's that fun and that vibe that they get together in that, let's call it downtime or in between time. Yep. It's pretty rad.
Did you mean to say that, or?
I like what you've done there, Gabe.
I actually didn't, but see, what a great name for a podcast.
Yeah. You're just doing the intro for you.
Thanks, mate. This is fantastic. Let's keep going. Has it been good for you then, Troy, having this like young energy in the team? You said it was nice in that first camp, but has that continued for you and given you some, I don't know, joy maybe more than you'd had the last few years? Yeah,
for sure. I mean, we had a lot of energy when we had Dante here.
Okay.
He is a ball of energy that is hard to suppress sometimes. So yeah, I had a little bit of preparation before, as I like to call them, super juniors, come into a first year racing. So no, it is good. She can be a little lazy sometimes. There's a couple of times where I have to be like, we're going for a ride. But once she's on the ride, she absolutely loves it. And then the energy comes bundling out. So yeah, it is fun. And it's, I don't know, I like to believe that I try and live a bit younger than my actual age.
Yeah.
So I feel like I fit into the group being, the oldest rider on the team, and trying to like keep playing with it and having fun, but also kind of guide everyone a little bit.
Do you think your role with like younger riders on the team is different now you're a parent yourself? Yeah,
for sure. It's we were actually joking that I'm like race dad when Ali's mum and dad aren't here. I'm the parental guardian. I guess Gabe as well, a fair bit. But yeah, it definitely does make you look at life a little bit different, of like just little things. Like if we go in the airport and we're going from, just a European destination to Fort William or whatever, somewhere close, and you kind of keep an eye on them without like letting them know a little bit, like just little things where you're like, I would just be like, whatever, we're in the airport, like she can't get lost. But now I'm like, no, I'll just make sure she hasn't been stolen or something. Like, your mind changes a little bit.
Hey, you guys have all met Brooke. If something went wrong, I think I'd be scared. She'd be after me.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Mom is a true mama bear.
Yeah.
Oh, really? You don't want to
Yeah.
mess.
She's really good. Like, she's super, super chill, but she's definitely like pretty protective, which
Yeah.
is every mom.
Yeah.
So it's good.
So it's nice that you feel protected by the team then, I guess. It's
Yeah.
like being at home, right?
I always make the joke that I'm just preparing him when his daughter gets a bit older and he's got to deal with her.
You're looking
He
forward
might,
to that,
she
mate.
might be,
Yeah.
she might be a little more of a handful.
I don't know. You can be.
I don't know. Look
can
at
be
you.
a
She's
handful
coming
some-
from you.
Yeah, well, yeah. True, yeah. Fair enough.
Class. So talk to us about your season so far, Aletha. Like, it started off with some like super fast qualifying results. Took a little while to convert to a race win, but we've got there. Like, how have you seen that progression?
It was pretty rough in the beginning, like coming out and doing good in qualifying at Poland I was really stoked on that because I was like, I knew I had pace, but I'm not mad that I had a couple crashes in the beginning of my season. I feel like it was a better learning curve for me because I had crashed in the first 2 races and then I finally started to get back into the groove of being consistent. So I'm stoked to have been making progression each race and learning from everyone. So
You've been enjoying it then?
yeah, a lot.
That's what
Yeah.
counts. Gabe, what about you? Are you like, especially when you've got riders that are showing that much promise, that are getting wins, is it hard to balance giving the brands exposure and doing media stuff? I say that we're Saturday doing some media stuff, but like also giving Aletha the space she needs to race well.
Yeah, it is a fine balance, but I think that with the new format, we're getting more and more demands. And coming from Warner Brothers, they are really pushing the sport and elevating in a lot of ways. There's a lot of great avenues like downtime and stuff as well that you do want to take advantage of these opportunities because it is good for the people that pay the bills in the end. The Canyon as a brand, it's great for our key partners like TLD and SRAM. Like we want to be present, but it's about choosing the right opportunities at the right time that make sense, right? There's a wrong time for everything. That's what it comes down to, and that's what it comes down to, right?
Yeah.
In the end.
Has that been a new thing for you, Aletha? Did you do much media like back home? Was that a thing, or is this all kind of new?
I did like a tiny bit coming in. I'd been on Transition Factory and they did a little bit of media, which was a nice, like not a lot. So it was nice to have like a bit of a warm up.
Yeah.
But no, this year it's been like full bore, like go, which I feel like I've handled it pretty good. Like I used to hate having a camera in my face. Like
Okay.
it made me so nervous. But I feel like I've gotten a lot better at it for sure.
Do you enjoy it?
Now I enjoy it a little bit more.
Okay.
It's still sometimes I get a little nervous. Don't want to say something wrong or anything like that. But I really enjoy doing like riding shoots now. Like
Okay.
I feel like I really like to see like the outcome of my riding and like all the videos that come out of it. So I do really appreciate those.
Nice.
We definitely do screen a lot of stuff. Like there's a lot of opportunity, and it just doesn't align. It doesn't align timing wise, is what it comes
Yeah.
down to. And it's we try to reposition it at a different time, whether it be photo shoots and even to some of our partners. It is a big balancing act. Having to the season these days, the amount of rounds are going up. We're up to 10 this year, plus Worlds, plus National Champs, plus a bunch of other important things we want to do. It's more and more racing. And the interesting thing here, both Troy and Aletha are not European-based racers, and this plays a big role in it as well. It's coming to Europe is great, but there is comfort. We touched on Troy having a family. Aletha we joke she's still a family member. She's still a kid, right? And her parents probably. Her parents are really supportive. Her family's really supportive, but it's a lot, right? It's a lot happening.
Yeah, it is brutal. You've been back though in the little mini off season we've had. Was that nice to be able to do that? Do you enjoy having a break in the middle?
Yeah, I think having a break in the middle is amazing. I would probably rather a little bit more breaks throughout the first bunch of races,
Yeah.
So I don't have to go home for only 5 days because that is hard. But having that big break in the middle does help kind of give you enough time to really reset and then also like train back up and at the same time just spend time with family and actually enjoy it. And I was lucky enough to have just be at home for my daughter's first birthday.
Oh,
so
nice.
That was pretty cool.
That's very cool.
So yeah, we just snuck that one in before coming back over, and yeah, it's hard. It's hard coming all the way from Oz, but I don't know. It's my 15th year, I think, so it's kind of normal now.
Yeah, you got used to it. So how do you rate Aletha's performance so far this season? Like, as someone that's been through that junior time, how do you look at it, and can you offer advice and help Aletha get that like consistency?
Yeah, I think as much as it was really hard at the start and it was a bit, I would say, like confusing for her, you know, being really fast but not quite clicking the race runs, which she would probably do at home or, you know, Crankworks races or stuff. I think it was maybe a good thing to make her really realize, like, okay, World Cups are a bit different. You need to, one, be on your game and, you know, not crash at the same time or make mistakes. So I think it, as much as it, you know, winning the first World Cup would have felt amazing, it probably made it more special when she finally did it, you know, for the first time. And then now we got 2 wins back to back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Andorra, we didn't.
I was going to say,
actually.
how do you feel about that one?
We kind of knew about the cancellation before the race, which was nice.
Yeah.
But at still at the same time, there's nothing like a race day. Like, your paces always go faster on a race day, no matter what. So yeah, I definitely, like, especially with it not, I feel like the weather not being that bad the next day. I get it. It's definitely like a safety thing. Riders come first, but I am pretty bummed about it. But
yeah,
I'll take it.
Yeah, fair. And how's Crankworks? You had a Garbanzo win, yeah?
Yeah, that race is physical.
That's huge, eh? Like 14 minutes or something.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Yeah.
You could have an enduro future, eh?
If it's like that, I think I'm gonna pass, because that's like I done it. I know I can do it. I'm done.
Yeah, fair. So what's been the best part of joining a factory team then? How have you found it?
There's a lot of things that are really, really nice about a factory team. Obviously, like having like a good environment, good energy, always having against my mechanic, taking care of my bike. That's like a big one. And then just like having everything that I need, like with kits and unlimited amount of whatever I need, is really, really helpful. It also makes you feel better when you go out in course and you crash or something, and usually you'd be like, oh, I ripped my pants. Oh, now I gotta tape them or something. Nope, you got many more. It's like those little things that you would usually be like, uh-oh. But that's like a big one.
They got you covered. Yeah. So we got Leger this week, but then a couple more rounds in Europe and you get to head home. Are you looking forward to racing on home soil?
Yeah, I'm really excited to go home. Like, I remember watching Snowshoe. My sister raced Snowshoe, and her best result was in the US, which was, I feel like, really good. She got second at Snowshoe, and I feel like seeing my sister do so good there would be a big one for me to do good there.
Yeah.
Especially with home court and everything. I would be so stoked about that.
Good stuff. And what about you, Troy? Are you looking forward to World Champs coming up?
Yeah, I mean, that's been the focus since the start of the season didn't quite go to plan on the first couple of races. So, we shifted. I mean, I say shifted my focus for Wells, but every race that you come to, you want to win and do well. So, but the main, I guess, testing and everything has been for Champéry next weekend and trying to get that ready to win it. Pretty much, there's, you know, it's Worlds. I've come third a couple times. I've come second. I just want that rainbow jersey so badly. So, yeah, last time I was there was 2011, and I won Junior Worlds. So obviously it's a good hill. I wouldn't say the track is exactly the same, but it's a good hill for me. And I've been there twice already this year, practicing, testing, trying to get the bike as dialed we can. And I feel pretty confident. I think it will be good. And we get through this weekend, try and do a really good result to get some confidence and see what happens.
Good stuff. How about you? Is Junior World Champs an important thing for you?
I think definitely a big one. Like, I think that's a good goal for anyone. But honestly, just having the consistency, like, I'm taking this as another World Cup in the end.
Okay.
In my mind, I don't want to make it seem so serious where I psych myself out. I just want to have fun with it. I feel like that's been a really big thing for me, having fun with it. And then it's been really nice going with Troy and doing like a bit of testing and like just getting used to the course a bit, like knowing, because Champéry is nothing like anything I've rode before. It is like a blue trail except straight down. And you're like, oh. So it's super sick. He looks insane. I can't even, the pace there is so fast and high, so it's cool.
Yeah, good stuff. Well, it's been a pleasure chatting and finding out a bit more about what's been going on, and good to see you settling in with the team and getting those wins, and hopefully they keep coming for both of you over the next few races.
Yeah, thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you very much.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
having us.